Hi, Chris Berry here with Berry's Bites. Today we're going to talk about the 7 key documents that make up a comprehensive estate plan. So these are the key tools, and understand these are just tools. What's more important is actually having a plan, but most of the estate plans that we do in our office, and we've been doing this for approaching 15 years almost now, it's going to be shortly, there's 7 key documents that we need to have as part of any plan. And the first thing is to have a trust. And there's different types of trusts out there. We could have a basic revocable trust. We could have a trust that provides asset protection for the children and beneficiaries, creates a legacy, or we could even have a castle trust. But first point is to have a trust, because with a trust you can avoid probate, control the distribution, and even build in asset protection. In addition to the trust, the second key document is to have a will, so a last will and testament. And even if you have a trust, you still have what's called a pour-over will. So if asset does end up in probate, which we hope to avoid, but if it does end up in probate, then that will not get into the trust. Then the third thing is a financial power of attorney. So that's a document that appoints someone to make financial decisions if you're unable to. So who's going to pay your bills, write checks, that type of thing. The fourth thing, is a medical power of attorney. And so that's a document that appoints someone to make medical decisions for you if you're unable to make your own medical decisions. And included in that would be your direction with regards to end of life. So that Terry Schiavo situation, what to do if you were on life support. In Michigan, we call this a patient advocate designation. Now, the fifth thing, in addition to the trust, the will, the financial power of attorney, the medical power of attorney, is what's called a personal care plan. And so this is a document that gives instructions to your financial and medical power of attorney on how best to care for you if you're to need any type of long-term care. And then next, if you own real estate, we need to do some type of deed, whether we deed it directly to your trust or we do what's called a ladybird deed. That says it's in your name while you're alive, and then if you pass away, it avoids probate and avoids estate recovery, and either goes to your trust or goes to your beneficiaries. And then the last thing we need to cover is our final expenses, to make sure that our funeral or burial or cremation is all covered so that the kids don't have to pay that ahead of time. A lot of times we use what's called a final expense trust, something that will cover those final expenses, and it's protected from any type of nursing home Medicaid spend down, pays out to any funeral home within 24 to 48 hours. So those are the 7 key tools that we utilize when we put together an estate plan. Now, what we do is we then utilize those tools to design and customize it so it's different for each family. So there's not a lot of cookie cutter. Every family is a little bit different. And so those are the 7 tools that should be part of any type of comprehensive estate plan. And this has been Chris Berry with Berry's Bites. I invite you to continue watching. And if you do have questions or topics that you'd like me to spend 3 to 5 minutes talking about, shoot me an email at contact@theeldercarefirm.com. Thank you. Take care.